Y'all are his only people. Y'all got a chosen people. God never said we equal. Above all people. We above all people. Y'all got a chosen people. God never said we equal. This ain't your rights, this is punishment. This how you chastise your son and shit. Act like a heathen, you wanna be one of them. You ain't been keeping your end of the covenant. Loving this world, you gon' end up burned up with it. In the spine of your stomach. Don't you know that the Messiah is coming?
Shalom,
Let's
shalom, shalom.
go.
First and foremost, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? This is Cult Media, where we cutting up lies with the truth. We are the Department of Corrections, alongside with United in Yahweh, man. So this is Department of Corrections, United in Yahweh 144. And we about to bring out some precepts tonight, you know what I'm saying, concerning the relationships between, you know what I'm saying, our people, you know what I'm saying? So everybody introduce yourself, man.
Shalom. This is Kaziah.
Shalom, this is Mike Collins.
Shalom, this is Barak from United in Yahweh, Defenders of Israel, 144.
God.
Shalom, it's Jacob Bonya Howard, the D.O.C.
God.
Shalom. This is Yawasop from the D.O.C. West Coast.
God. All praise, man. Hey, man. So man, tonight, man, we talking about, you know, basically the dysfunction between, you know what I'm saying, our men and our women, man. You feel me? So I mean, y'all brothers got, you know what I'm saying, for real, y'all got something y'all want to start with, man, for real. Let's get right into it, man, for real, because this is something that need to be talked about, you know, because there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on amongst our people, man. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Not only just the people that's not in the truth, but the people that's in the truth as well. We gonna get to all that, you know what I'm saying, tonight. So
Right.
let's talk about it, you know what I'm saying, for real. Anybody got anything they want to add, man? Just go ahead, kick it off. Let's go.
Go ahead, Barack.
I'll let you go after me. I'm going to the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. So when I say that is, you know, our children are oppressors. The YNs, you know, we be worried about them, you know, coming in and coming out our daily life. And it says the women rule over them. So our women have a Jezebel spirit that's on them, man. And they try to rule over the man, man. You know what I mean? And the reason why they try to rule over the man is because, you know, this is what Esau, the psychological crap that Esau put out on it, you know, on his TV and all the other, you know, social media. They want our women to be the aggressors or be masculine towards us. You know what I mean? And then there's no man in the house because the women that ran the man out of the house. So now the little children, they ain't got no father in the house. So now they running wild as you got the young YNs, man. And you know what I'm saying? The young YNs shooting up everything, wilding out. You know what I mean? So I want to finish up the scripture. It said, "Oh, my people, they will cause thee to err and destroy the way of their paths." And what they doing, man, is destroying the way of the paths of our people.
That's right. That's right. It's definitely destroying. It's definitely destroying it because, like I said, like the scripture says, it says that, you know, saying that children are our oppressors and women rule over them, man, for real. That's due to single parent homes, man. You know what I'm saying? When you got women that's ruling over them, it's due to single parent homes. All these YNs and stuff like that, let's say a majority of the time, they come from single parent homes. You know what I'm saying? You know, as we all know, a lot of us never knew our father. You know what I'm saying? And that's a curse according to the Bible, man. Anybody got one thing want to add? Go ahead.
This is all what you call crafty counsel. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give me Psalms 82 and 3. Because we have to understand the magnitude of not only our situation, but the curses that we are under from the Most High. And basically, it's a combination of the curses plus the devil that the Bible speaks of dividing us.
God.
So first of all, let's give me that Psalms 83 and 3.
God, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Stop. So it's crafty counsel for Esau to divide our women up. Now, part of it is the curses, but it's also, if you go back into the early 1900s, maybe up until to the 60s or so, you know, black men and women were married. But it wasn't until the social civil rights and, you know, welfare, that was the beginning of the end. Because Esau said what? I'll give you housing. I'll give you food stamps. But you cannot have a man in the house.
You can't have that man in there. You can't have that man in the house. You know what I'm saying, for real? They used to send social workers back in them days, Shalaki. They sent social workers back in them days, and they'd come if you even got a pair of niggas boots in there, man. They wasn't giving you nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that movie? What was her name? Claudine. That movie with James Earl Jones. Y'all saw that?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, this was a movie where James Earl Jones was dating a sister. I believe it was Diane Carroll was her real name, and she had a lot of kids. But you know, the system would separate them. Like I said, you cannot have a man in the house. So, you know, in the early 1900s, you know, my parents was married till death do they part. You know, which is kind of the exception. But earlier, you had men and women sticking it out, even through adulteries or whatever the case. People stayed married. Now, you know, women get married to get in the nigga's bag. You know, men get married so they can just get the box. You know, there's all type of wrong motivations to get married. You know what I'm saying? Read verse 4. Read verse 4. Psalms 83 and 4.
God. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance.
So, like I said, it said, let us cut them off from being a nation. What's one way to do that? To separate the men and women.
Yeah, God.
Right?
Cut the man.
Cut the man out of the house. There's no direction. You have to have a man raising your kid. You cannot, a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man.
That's right.
Men are mostly, for the most part, logical. Women are, for the most part, emotional. That's just the way people are wired. You know what I'm saying?
God.
So one of the issues, and I would speculate, when people come into Israel, the problem is when we get woken up by the Most High to come into Israel, some of our worldly habits are extremely difficult to purge. But in order to get into the kingdom, you have to purge these worldly thoughts and repent and XYZ. So the question is, do you want to front like you in Israel, or do you want to get in the kingdom and do right by the Most High? You know, that's all I got for the moment.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. Anybody else got something they want to add? You know what I'm saying?
Good. I mean, we could touch on this all day, man, because people are messed up because of the curses, man. I'm going to bring out some of the precepts of the curses because that's why we have dysfunctional homes in Israel. You know what I mean? The so-called Black culture, Latino culture, and Native American culture because of these curses that's been placed upon us. So I'm gonna read that Deuteronomy 28, and I believe believe that's 55, 54, when it talks about the man
54 and
leaving.
56.
Yeah, con. That's what I want to address right there.
Mm-hmm.
Get to it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate eye should be evil toward his brother. So when they say tender, it's not talking about a homosexual man, but it's just talking about a man that just have a good heart, a man that's normally, a good guy, rather. You know what I mean? But it says his
Right.
eyes toward his brother. You know what I mean? And he says toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he should leave. So you see that we most, like Jeremiah said earlier, most of us grew up, not fathers in our household. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have fathers in our homes. You know what I mean? And most of us grew up amongst, gang violence. You know what I mean? Black on black crimes. Latino crimes. We all grew up in this, and then when you go through that makes you a dysfunctional person. You know what I mean? Some people are still suffering, you know what I'm saying, from the drama and the trauma, the things that happened in the past in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
The women and the men are messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Traumatized, man.
Yeah,
traumatized, man.
They traumatized, right? You've been shot at before, a house been shot up, you know what I'm saying? A young lady probably see a mom get beat up by, a boyfriend, or she might have been touched when she was younger, you know what I mean? That jacked her up.
God.
And now she out there being a harlot because the man that made a harlot out of her, you know what I mean? So it's like after you go through so much as, in the culture, in our culture, in our life, you jacked up when you're trying to be in a civilized adult. It's hard for you to do it because you jacked up from all the stuff that you went through in the past.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to really just try to, heal yourself basically. Even if it even takes for you to get help, talk to a counselor or a therapist or anything to just try to help you get through the past trauma that you've been in your life to make you function as a civil human being in this, in this world. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Really
that's a good point.
Because I mean, the curses is upon us. You know what I mean? And there's like most of us and everybody on this screen probably have seen or witnessed or been through something, whether they want to talk about it, whether they don't want to talk about it, but it probably affect them in their life some way and somehow. You know what I mean? And
that's
it's just
right.
just try to, keep these laws, statutes, commandments, get filled up with the word, build in with your brothers and, whoever can help you, let them help you. You know what I mean? Whatever it works to help you to get better in life, I just say go for that,
Right. All praise.
All praise, man. So, like saying for real. So, and that was great what you just brought out, man, because it's because of these curses that fast forward today, you see the dysfunction between the black man, the so-called black man, the so-called black woman, especially, you know what I'm saying, for real. Man, our women, our women is something else, man. And the main thing they do, you know what I'm saying, we was talking about that the main thing that our women do is because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things happen because, men be going off and women can't control their mouth, you know what I'm saying, for real. A woman that can't control her mouth is the same as a man that can't control his hands when he mad, you know what I'm saying, for real. It's just a different form of abuse, you know what I'm saying? It's a different form of abuse, but it's all abuse because a woman can say something to you to either lift you up. You know what I'm saying? She can inspire you to be great. That's what she's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't be good, but be great. You know what I'm saying? For real. But in the same sense, you know what I'm saying? A woman, when she's mad at you, depending on the situation, you know what I'm saying? She can say something to you to really tear you down, man. And men do it too. So it's important that we be careful with our words, man, because death and life lie in that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's get that. You know what I'm saying? Baba Kashad, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 21 and 22. You know what I'm saying? Because death and life lying is it's in your words, man. Now, man, you can't say that woman ain't never said nothing to you. They had you, man, had you mad as hell, man, ready to crash out, man, because of something that she said. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's get that, Barbara.
God, Proverbs 18 and 21.
Yep,
Is that
18
what
to
you
21. 21.
God, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Go ahead.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Right. So it says, so death and life lie in the power of the tongue. But check out verse 22. Read that.
Whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord.
Right. So it says you know what I'm saying? It says in verse 22, whoso findeth a wife, man. People get married all the time. You know what I'm saying? But what do most marriages end in? Divorce. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And why is that? Because I mean it's plenty of things that you could talk about. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I'm just elaborating on right now, you know what I'm saying, is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, when men get upset, you know what I'm saying, real, you know what I'm saying, they turn to one type of violence, but when women get upset, they use the power of the tongue. They take your personal situations and they weaponize it. You know what I'm saying? You know that.
Yeah.
Because your woman know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? For real. Your woman know everything about you. So they take your personal situations and they weaponize, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be if they exposing you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? But it's the power of the tongue that I'm speaking about, because the tongue is just a small member of the body. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? For real. The Bible describes even ships being controlled by a small rudder, right? The thing that moves the ships. But the tongue we can't control. You know what I'm saying? For real. The tongue, especially the woman, the black woman, she can't control that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that in the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 4. She can't control it. You know what I'm saying? You come in the house, man, for real, on anything. She get mad at you, she gonna say the most treacherous things to you. Let her get mad at you. Can't control her mouth. That's because our women going off, you know what I'm saying, for real, and they out of order, you know what I'm saying? And we all out of order, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna explain that more though, for real. Let's get the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 4.
This is the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 4. Behold also the ships, which though they be great and are driven of fierce winds.
Stop right there. It says, behold also the ships. So it's talking about a ship, which though they are so great. You know what I'm saying? A big old ship. Imagine a big ship. All right, go ahead.
Are driven of fierce winds.
So they driven by fierce winds. They driven by fierce winds, you know what I'm saying, out on the sea, right? So go ahead.
Yet they are turned about with a very small helm.
Go ahead.
Whithersoever the governor listed.
Right. So it says, yet they are turned about with a very small helm, meaning that they'll say that it's in the back that guide the ship. You know what I'm saying? Wheresoever the governor listed, you know what I'm saying? So wherever the ship pilot tells it to turn, it's going to turn. Read verse 5.
Even so the tongue is a little member.
Even so the tongue. It's talking about the tongue now. Go ahead.
And boasteth great things.
Right.
Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
Right. So it says, even so the tongue is a little member, you know what I'm saying? And boast of great things. Behold, you know what I'm saying, real, you know what I'm saying? So the tongue is a little member, but we don't, you know what I'm saying, especially our women, they can't control their mouth, man. They can't control their mouth, man. You know what I'm saying, real. Hey, some of us don't even want to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to hear our woman mouth. Some of us don't want to go home. We rather hang out with the fellas, man, and drink. Hey man, am I wrong?
You're right.
No.
I ain't been saying real on anything. You know what I'm saying? Real. We all been through it. Man, I was with a woman, man. When I'm telling you, my last relationship, man. When I'm telling you, it changed my perspective on things, man. This is real talk, man. The way that woman used to talk, man. I met my match, man, all these years, you know what I'm saying, real. The way she used to talk, the things she used to say, you know what I'm saying? The limit that she used to go to try to, you know what I'm saying, bash me, you know what I'm saying, for real. Like I didn't even want to go home. I didn't even want to go to the crib. Let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9. I didn't even want to go to the crib, man. But look what God says about a woman like that, man. For a woman that can't control her mouth and talk crazy to you, you know what I'm saying, for real. Let's listen to that. And not just getting on the women, we're gonna get to the men too. But I'm gonna let the other brothers speak, you know what I'm saying, for real. I'm gonna rest a little bit. I come back. But I'm gonna let the brothers speak, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, for real. This is what we dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
From the mic. Back up a little bit from the mic.
All right. So this is what we dealing with, you know what I'm saying, for real. Let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9.
God, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild, in a wide house.
Mankind, man. So it said it's better to dwell in the corner of a housetop. Imagine having or in a White House. Imagine having a mansion. You know what I'm saying, real, and you rather just dwell on the roof of it.
She gonna make that nigga cry in the car.
She gonna make that nigga cry in the house, man. Say it's better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with the brawling wife, man. Cause guess what? Cause when you come in there, she gonna say some ish to you. You know what I'm saying, real? That's gonna, man. Hey, some of us crash out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now you calling her a bitch. You know what I'm saying, real? But I'm a rest on that and let the other, you know what I'm saying, let the other brothers speak. But like I said, like it says right there, like it's better. Like imagine that, man. You rather be on the top. You got a big old house. She in the house causing havoc, and you on top of the roof in the corner of it, sitting on top of the roof, man.
Crying.
You rather be on. He gonna cry when he get in the car, man.
He said, cry.
He gonna cry when he get in the car, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody got something they want to add, man? Go ahead, man, for real. Because we know, we talk about the dysfunction between our men and our women, man. This was perfectly designed, you know what I'm saying, by our oppressors, though. You know what I'm saying, for real.
Right.
When they created things like the public housing and things of these sorts, man, for real. Their whole mission was to eliminate the man out of the household. So fast forward, you have all these YNs in out here. Like the brother was talking about, he said that children will be our oppressors and women ruling over them, man, for real. That's a single parent woman, the so-called independent black woman that don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. You don't need no man. I beg to differ, because look at your sons. You know what I'm saying, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Either they YNs or they flaming out faggots out here, man. Straight up. All right, go ahead, King. Somebody got something they want to add?
I wanted to bring out something pretty much piggybacking off what you're saying, right? This will be Proverbs 9 and 13. Somebody get that for me, please, Baba Kashaw. Thwada.
God, this is the book of Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Ooh, and that's the Most High God saying this, y'all.
Con.
And we got a lot of clamorous women out here. So for y'all who don't know what the definition of clamorous is, it means to be loud. Pretty much, you just loud. And you know, in Israel, we got a lot of that. Our sisters like to just be loud, and the whole time they know of nothing. And not just the sisters, some of the brothers too. You know what I mean? You know, it's men in Israel and women in Israel both get to that. Just saying a whole bunch of stuff they don't know. Just talking and talking. People rather talk than to just sit back and learn. You know, so sisters got that problem, and men got that problem. You know, and one thing I'm noticing about our people, man, you know, our people, you know, don't humble themselves. You know, we think we can, you know, even especially, you know, even with the brothers, you know, we get one rib, oh, I'm tired of her, get another one. I'm tired of her, get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Or with these sisters, oh, I look good. I look, but you know, I got this body, yada yada yada. I deserve this, I deserve that. Not even knowing in scripture, it pretty much says. Actually, can somebody bring that out as well? This is Sirach, Sirach 26 and 23, or Ecclesiasticus. Baba Kashab, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 26 and 13.
23, King.
Shalakia. And 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Woo.
God.
Keep going, brother.
But a godly woman is given unto him that feareth the Most High.
So you what's the old saying goes? You get what you give out.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you out here moving righteousness, the Most High might bless you with a good woman. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you out here moving bogus, he gonna get you somebody who match your energy. A bogus ass sister.
Man, that's right. That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if we expect for our woman, you know, don't get me wrong, sometimes you could be a good person and that person still won't act right. But what I'm simply saying is you got to at least get out there and try to be a good person, try to move righteous, and maybe the Most High bless you, you know, with a good significant other. You can't just be out here thinking, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. Men and women, you got to put in some work for the Most High, and maybe He'll bless you.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Any brothers got something they want to feedback or piggyback off that on?
I got a good scripture. I got a good scripture that just came up. I was looking at it too. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 23. It says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear Yahweh. So that's basically picking back what you were saying.
King, yeah, man. You know, yeah, like I said, you give. You mean to like him stutter? You give what you give out, man. So you know, even as a brother, I can't be walking around here. Oh, I deserve this type of rib. I deserve that type of rib, and I ain't out here moving right. And you know, you can't be a sister like, oh, I need this. I need a man who gonna do this. I need a brother who gonna do this. And you got a mouth on you. You loud. You know.
Right.
You know, and you try to break that brother down, man. It starts at home, man.
God. And guess what? And Shalaki, you know what I'm saying, for real. Just to go by what you was just saying, for real. A lot of that come from, you know what I'm saying, for real. Like you wonder why you get a woman, like you said, you got to check you wonder why you getting these wicked women. You got to check your spirit, man. You know what I'm saying, for real. Or the Most High gonna keep allowing these wicked women to come into your life, man, for real. You can't be going around, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I said before, I said, I posted, I said, that brothers be tricking women into fake marriages just to get some coochie, you know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying? Then they come, you know what I'm saying, you got a so-called wife here and a so-called wife there, you know what I'm saying? We really you ain't got nothing but baby mamas, you know what I'm saying, for real. And you know what I'm saying, and women you having sex with and you ain't doing nothing. And then you wonder why the woman is bucking up at you and not respecting you because you're not holding your end, you know what I'm saying, as being the head, you know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying, for real. You're not holding your end, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's get the book of Ecclesiasticus, you know what I'm saying, for real. Let's stand there and get 25 and 22. Let's get that. Let's get the book of Ecclesiasticus, verse 20, chapter 25, verse 22, Baba Kashab.
You beat me to it. Go ahead.
Shalakia, man. You
Salaki, the same thing I was telling Baraki the other day. Sometimes you got to change your environments and go to places you're not used to going to find something as well.
Like the brother Amoth.
Yeah, God. That's God.
Stop going to the strip club.
Yeah, right. You ain't gonna meet your wife there. I tell you that. No, I'm saying.
Hold on, Salaki, y'all. I actually, y'all won't. This is facts. I met a brother years ago, and he used to be a pimp, and he met his wife. He got into the troop, whatever the case, and he met his wife in a strip club. Now, I would say that was the exception rather than the rule, but we all know why we go in the strip club, so I would say that was the exception rather than the rule. But the Most High, the Most High brought them together. That's all. Go ahead.
Hey, no, hold on. Drop that. Drop that. You know what I'm saying, real. And you know what I'm saying, because since you were talking about like brothers being lured off into whoredom, you know what I'm saying, for real. Like the Bible says, ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So being led off into whoredom, that for real, we as men have no saying we need to check ourselves as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean the Bible talks about it. So let's go to the book of Proverbs in chapter 7, man. Let's talk about that real quick. Because here it is. It's talking about hoes, right? Mm-hmm. And men being led off by these 304s. You feel me? So let's go to Proverbs chapter 7, man. Baba Kashab. Let's go there. It started at verse 1. Start at the top.
Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye.
Right. So it's telling us right there, though, saying they said to keep my law and live, right? And it said keep my commandments and live, Shalakia. And my law at the apple of thy eye, man. So that's supposed to be first, to keep his commandments, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom.
Go ahead.
Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Talking about thy kinswomen, right? Talking about thy kinswomen. Go ahead. Read verse 5.
That they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Yeah, which flattereth with her words, man, for real. Hey, great, you know what I'm saying? Shalom.
He said shalom.
Shalom. All right, read verse 6, King.
Oh, man.
For at the window of my house I looked through my casement.
Right, so it said through the window of his house, baby, he looking through his blinds, man. Read.
And beheld among the simple ones, I disconcern among the youth, a young man void of understanding.
Right, so it says, and behold the simple ones, meaning these niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? You just going to and fro, you outside, you know what I'm saying, for real? You just outside. He said, you know what I'm saying? And I decreed among the youths, you know what I'm saying? That's why you YNs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just outside, right? And some of you old Negroes too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you old Negroes too, but it says, but a young man void of understanding, meaning it was a man out there void of understanding. He ain't know no better, right? Go ahead.
Passing through the street near the corner, and he went the way to her house.
Man, he went the way, he was out in the corner, he went to the way of her house. Go ahead.
in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
So this was at nighttime, man, for real. The freaks come out at night. Huh? The priests come out at night, you know what I'm saying, for real? Friday night, this is Shabbat, you know what I'm saying? But Friday night, guess what everybody doing? They turned up right now. They get ready to go to the club. You know what I'm saying, for real? On everything. They read verse 10.
And behold, there he met a woman with the attire of a harlot.
Oh man, stop right there, man.
Hold
up, stop right there. Stop right there. It said, behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot, man. Man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward today, you got these women out here, they half naked. Ain't nothing to the imagine, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see it all. You know what I'm saying? You see it all. They getting busy out here, man. Go ahead.
And subtle of heart.
Go ahead.
She is loud and stubborn.
Oh, she is loud and stubborn, man. She is loud and stubborn. She on the corner, man. She out there in the streets. She for the streets. She loud and stubborn, man. Go ahead.
Her feet abide not in her house.
It said her feet abide not in her house. Nigga, she done dropped their kids off at TT's house. You know what I'm saying? Or she done left the kids with some sucker, you know what I'm saying, for real and everything, in the crib or whoever in the crib, man. Her feet don't abide in her house. She for the streets, man. Go ahead, read.
Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
Man, loud and wait at every corner. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This talk about a prostitute, the prostitute on the corner, man. Nowadays you got OnlyFans, right? But go ahead, read some more.
So she caught him.
Here go the meat right here. Here go the meat right here. Here go the meat. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him,
Go ahead.
I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows.
Man, she got peace offerings with her. She kissed him. She met him out there. She kissed him. I got peace offerings, man. I got some weed. I got some liquor at the house. You know what I'm saying? For real? You feel me? She got a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Real everything, man. She got that bag. She got some Zaza for you, right? Go ahead, read.
Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
Right. So that's saying, you know what I'm saying, the brother that went out there, he looking for something, man. he was out there looking for one of them, and he found one, man. Real, all right. So go ahead.
I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works and fine linen of Egypt.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
Go ahead.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves.
Go ahead, read verse 19.
For the good man is not at home. He is
right
gone.
There. He's gone on what?
He is gone a long journey.
All right, stop right there. It says, for the good man is not at home, man. Her husband, the man is taking care of home, is not at home, man. He out on a long journey, and guess what she out there doing? You know what I'm saying? Thotting. You know what I'm saying, for real? Why her husband gone? You know what I'm saying? It says, for the good man is not at home, for he is on a long journey. Go ahead.
He hath taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed.
Man, that's heavy right there. Go ahead.
With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
Yeah, right. So y'all brothers, y'all get sucked into these, you know what I'm saying? You sucked into attraction. You know what I'm saying? You find a woman that's attracted to you, or you might just be out here looking for a 304, or you find a woman that's attracted to you and she say some slick shit to you, and the whole time, you know what I'm saying, she got a whole dude, and a lot of us fall for it, man, for real, on everything. Go ahead, read.
He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to slaughter, or
As an
as a
ox going
fool,
to slaughter. It says as an ox goeth to slaughter. So this is what you heading for, man, for real. Go ahead, Shalaki. Go ahead.
or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
Read.
Till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasten to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
For his life, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with these, you know what I'm saying, real, dealing with these 304s, man, for real.
It costs you your life.
Right, right. It costs you your life, man. You know what I'm saying, for real? Be careful what you doing out here, man. For real and everything, man. God sees all, man. Go ahead, verse 24.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
Go ahead.
Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths.
It says, let not thine heart decline to her ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't decline to the ways of these hoes, man. That's out here on these streets, man, for real, man. And you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. For the brothers that think they can take a woman off the streets and they clean them up, you know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying, all that. You can't turn a hoe into no housewife, man. It says, let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths, man, because she gonna cause you to go off, man. Read verse 26, and I'll read verse 26 and verse 27. I'll rest with that.
For she hath cast down many wounded.
Many. Oh, hold on, stop right there now. She have cast down many wounded. She got bodies, nigga. She Michael Myers.
Body count.
Right, good.
She a serial killer, man. She got bodies, man, for real. Read that again.
For she hath cast down many wounded.
Go ahead.
Ye, many strong men have been slain by her.
Man, many strong men have been slain by her. What? Whoo! Man, you think you the only one? You think you special, Negro? Because she done put that thing on you? You know what I'm saying? Many men been slain by her. Go ahead.
Her house is the way to hell.
Her house is the way to hell. Go ahead.
Going down to the chambers of death.
Going down to the chambers of death, man, for real. So if you are, you know, saying, for the brothers that's out here, you know what I'm saying, that's chasing after, you know what I'm saying, for real, because you meet them, if I'm talking for the worldly people that's still in the world, I'm talking about for the brothers that's in the truth too, man, for real, and everything. You know what I'm saying, for real. You can't turn no 304 into no housewife, man. You know what I'm saying, for real. It's best that you probably just let her go and be about her business, you know what I'm saying, because number one, you going out of order, and you're not equally yoked, but you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I'm gonna let the other brothers speak, you know, say some more. If anybody got something they want to add or whatever. But go ahead, Kings, you know what I'm saying, for real. With that, I'll rest.
Con. Hey, good precepts, great precepts. Y'all about to bang out, man.
Con.
Yeah, man. You know, like the Akim saying, man, you know, a bogus woman could be the end of you, man, and vice versa, man. Like, you know, a bogus man could be the end of a woman. Like, quick precept and give me a second. I want to say this is 1 Samuel 25 verse 3.
God.
Just a quick little story. One of the Akims could bring that out. Baba Kasha. This is pretty much what like pretty much what the Akim was saying. You know, a woman could bring down a man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the same thing can happen, you know, vice versa.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
Let me see. All right. Somebody bring that up for me. 1 Samuel 25 and 3.
1 Samuel 25 and 3.
Bob Kasha.
I got you.
What? Yeah, just a quick look. It's like I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but just a quick example of God still seeing you as long as you do your thing. You know, God gonna see your righteousness, even you were the evil person or not.
That's right. That's right.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 3. Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife was Abigail. She was a woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance. But the man was churlish and evil in his doings, and he was of the house of Caleb.
So, it pretty much saying, even though she had like I said, quick story, the guy the man was churlish and evil in his doings, God realized that she was still a good woman of understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say that word wrong. Beautiful continents. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I just want to say, just because, let's say you might be with a person who ain't living right, don't let that throw you off your square. Man or woman, you keep on trying to be righteous of, the best of your ability. Keep staying strong. Keep going hard, man. Because these people in your life be the person you love will try to bring you down, man. That's all I really want to say.
God. Hey, can somebody give me I'm trying to find it, saying for the head of every man is Christ. Because I want to make a point. I want to make a point real quick. Huh?
1 Corinthians 11:4, something like that.
Yeah. First Corinthians. Can somebody get that for me, Papa Kashad? No, I'm saying for real, because it starts off like this, I'm saying for real. God gave us order, man. God gave us an order, what I'm saying? And a lot of the reason why most relationships fail is because, I'm saying, we out of order, the man not following God, what I'm saying? And if he is following God, he ain't, he got something in the spirit, for real. So it gets a lot of brothers like that. But the woman is not following, the man that's following God, So I'm talking about people that's in the truth and people that's not in the truth as well. This is why most relationships fail, because guess what? You're following a man that, number one, he's not following God, because where that man is going to lead you, straight to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Where that man gonna lead you? Because God gave us an order, and the reason why a lot of our relationships fail is because we out of order. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got that for me, Baba Kashaw?
I got it, King.
This
is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11. I'm gonna start from the top, verse 1. Be ye followers of men, even as I also am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren. Keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach.
All right, God. So stop right there. So the head of every man is Hamashiach. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man, and the head,
of the woman, right? And the head of the woman is the man. So if the man ain't following Hamashiach, then the woman has no business following the man. You know what I'm saying? For real. So whether they in the truth or not, you know what I'm saying? If your man is following, if your man is following Hamashiach and you got a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? For real. If you're not into the truth, then you need to move around. You know what I'm saying? For real. Or else you're gonna be unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? For real. But go ahead, finish that.
And the head of Mashiach is Yahweh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying. You want me to get that?
No, I'm saying you could drop that. So I'm saying, so it said it's giving us order. You know what I'm saying? So it's telling us that the head of every man is a Mashiach, you know what I'm saying? And the head of every woman is the man. So if the woman is following the man, is not following the Mashiach, you're going out of order. But if the woman that's following the man that you think is following the Mashiach, you gotta take your time out to learn that person, man. You can't just go off physical attraction. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? The man look good, you know what I'm saying? You like his beard, you know what I'm saying? You like how he speak, he knows scripture. Next thing you know, you get with him, and he trick you into a fake marriage. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out it ain't you know what I'm saying? It ain't what you thought it was, man, for real. Because the whole purpose of us, of God giving us order, or you know what I'm saying, or Yahweh giving us order, is that we stay in line and in tune. Because why? You know what I'm saying? Because the man is the head, the woman follows the man, therefore she can train up the child, man. She can train up the child. You know what I'm saying? Through the man that's leading her, right? You know what I'm saying? For let's get that that's Proverbs. Let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. You know what I'm saying? This is why, because through the guidance of the man who's following Christ, then the woman is following that man, you know what I'm saying, which is her head. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, through him, she can raise up the children in the way they should be. It's like the brother was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying, that children are oppressors and women rule over them because they don't have no head, you know what I'm saying, for real. And this is why they don't do this. Let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6.
That's the book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So we were saying, so you got to train up a child, woman. You know what I'm saying, for real? How can you do that when you don't have no head? You know what I'm saying, for real? It is obvious, you know what I'm saying, for real, that man, single parent homes is not doing a good job, man. For the women you're talking about, they don't need no man. You need a head, you know what I'm saying, for real. But you don't need no slouch. You know what I'm saying, for real. You don't need no slouch. You need a man, you know what I'm saying, for real. Because guess what? If you got a slouch, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad because you taking care of him. You going out to work every day, and he on the couch playing the game.
God.
You know what I'm saying, for real. You leaving out he dropping you off at work using your car. You know what I'm saying? On some baby boy type ish. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, for real. I mean, we all been through it, but the thing about it is, us as men need to step up as well. You know what I'm saying, and be more. You know what I'm saying? You know, be more active. We all know that everything is against us. We get that. You know what I'm saying, for real. It's hard for us. That's why we got to have a help me instead of a help me. You know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying, to help us be good, not be good, but be great. You know what I'm saying? Because if she got to take care of us, we always gonna get that bitch attitude, you know what I'm saying? And I can get that in Ecclesiastes chapter 25 verse 22.
God.
Yeah, let me get that, Mama Kasha.
God, it says, a woman, if she maintaineth her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
Man. So if a woman full of anger, she is what? Read that again.
A woman, if she maintaineth her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
Right. If she full of anger, she got to maintain you, man. Because even God don't like a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying, for real? You know what I'm saying? For the brothers out there that's out there having these kids, and you don't do nothing for them. You got kids in your house, you don't do nothing for real. And you got kids outside the house that you don't do nothing for, man. You know? God don't like that neither. Let's get the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 8. God don't like that neither. You know what I'm saying? God not dealing with you deadbeat Negroes, man, for real. That's a curse put on us, though. You know what I'm saying, for real? That's a curse put on us. But let's get the book of Deuteronomy First Timothy chapter 5 verse 8.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially
right he said, but if any provide not for his own, right? He said not for his own kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you got brothers that got kids in the house and kids outside of the house. I want to make that clear. You know what I'm saying, for real. But if any man provide not for his own, go ahead.
And especially for those of his own house.
Man, stop right there. It said, and especially for those of his own house, right? Because you got kids, they have the kids everywhere. I got a wife here, wife there, wife there. Man, you got baby mamas everywhere, man. Go ahead.
He hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel.
Then it's worse than the infidel. You know what I'm saying? So God not dealing with you brothers, man. You know? Anybody got something you want to add, Yaquab?
Khan. See, the thing is, basically, to come out of our wicked ways. Some people are just happen to be a little bit more wicked than others. You know, nobody's perfect, but you know, there's levels to, you know, transitioning from the world to the world of the streets or whatever, to the world of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on it depends on what kind of demons you've been exposed to in your previous life, so to speak, before you came into this truth. You know,
that's right.
Old habits can be hard to break. You know what I'm saying? And we have to chase, men have to chase the Most High first, and women, conversely, also have to chase the Most High first. You know, and like we read in Sirach, give me that one more time, Sirach 26 and 23. 26. I know we said it before, but this is important.
Man, God, bring it out, King. Bring it out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh.
So all these Negroes complaining about, oh, my wife ain't this, and my wife is a B, and this and that. That's because your ass is wicked, nigga. All right. It says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we all have to put the Most High first in our endeavors. Because before we got into it, I can't speak for every man, but I did a lot of dirt. I did a hell of a lot of dirt, you know, and suffered the consequences for it. But having said that, having said all that, you know, we can't be like, oh, these 304s ain't squat, because there are good women in Israel. And the problem is Negroes make whores out of the daughters of Zion. Because a lot of niggas that wasn't shit in the world, they come into Israel, oh, I can have 3 wives, and you know, they just have no intentions on following the Most High. They just want to look for hoes and head wraps. You know, you know what I'm saying? They want to look for 304s in different area codes. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture says the race is not unto the swift, because the Most High will test you. He's going to continue to test you every day. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, the scripture says, prove a friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give me Sirach chapter 26, verse 1.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days should be double.
So this is the goal that Negroes, you want a virtuous woman. The thing is, a lot of our people, you know, are used to 304s, because a lot of men and women, basically, the issue is, you know, we all go through disappointments dating. You know, you had a couple of bad experiences, and now your heart, men and women, let me repeat, men and women, oh, I'll never let a nigga do me like that again. Or I'll never let a bitch do me like that again. Salakia for my language on the Shabbat. But the point is, our experiences kind of mold us. So this is why when I said we have to court the woman and stop being thirsty for the, you know, to put the bump and grind, this is where the problems come in. I mean, I would venture to say we've all been around the block. We all know what sex feels like, blah, blah, blah. But we have to evaluate the true spirit of an individual, be it a woman or a man. And the problem is people are so thirsty, you know, to get it on, so to speak, they ignore red flags. This is the problem. This is why you have people that get together for 4 or 5 months and it's over. Because you thought you could look past the red flags because the sex was decent or outstanding or whatever. But you're not supposed to, you're not really, technically, you shouldn't even be thinking about smashing until you know she's the right person or vice versa. And this is what it is. Negroes are so thirsty to smash in Israel. This is where we have these bad relationships and counsel and this and that, where you know that you seen the red flag. You just ignored it because the sex was outstanding. And that's just the reality situation. Drop down to verse 4, Sirach 26 and 4. Matter of fact, keep going. Read verse 2, let's just go straight through it. Sirach 26 and 2. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoiced at her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
So this is the goal. The problem is people get discouraged and you know, because of previous experience. And let's just keep it a buck. You know, we're supposed to separate and be holy, but a lot of people, you know, behind closed doors are straight worldly. You know, you know, I'm not gonna. I mean, this affects a lot of us. I'm not perfect, but realistically speaking, you know, we have to put on the new man, however long it takes. You know what I'm saying? You can have on the new man one day and the old man the next day. That's why I say we have to purge these things, and it can take time. Now, having said that, that don't mean, you know, bump and grind with everything you want until you feel that you got it out. Read verse 3.
Sirach 26 and verse 3. A good wife is a good portion, which should be given to the portion of them that fear Yahweh.
So when you find out that you've been dealing with these women and it's going wrong, it says why? It's because of them that fear the Most High. If you keep your eyes on the Most High, He'll bless you. And somebody else had mentioned that earlier. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is very important. Read verse 4. Read verse 4.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards Yahweh, he should all time rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
It says whether a man be rich or poor. I don't want to hear these women, oh, the nigga got to have the bag. He got to take it. And the scripture just said whether a man be rich or poor.
God.
So mixing with that, this nigga, he got to have this and he got to have that. Are you out your mind? Meanwhile, you done been ran through. Stop it.
By
so having said all of that,
God.
Right. So like I always maintain, we have to take courting seriously, or because Negroes is thirsty to smash, men and women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the scripture says, "Prove a friend," and we have to watch out for men too. We have to watch out for men. Women, prove men, because being a whoremonger can be a difficult thing to get out of. You know what I'm saying? Give me Sirach chapter 19. Sirach chapter 19 and let's see. Start at 2. Matter of fact, Sirach 19, start at verse 1. Sirach 19 and 1. Read that.
God. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness should not be rich. And he
now, having said that, Slakia. Having said that, a lot of our men, you know, we come into this Some can be alcoholics. Some can be drug addicts or whatever. And what we do know, scriptures do say that you can drink, but drink modestly. But like I said, our people have all type of issues. You know, being abused, addiction. You know, this is real. Let's talk about it. So read that again.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 1 from the top. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness should not be rich. He that
because all you want, Slaki, all you want to do is drink and escape your problems. Keep going.
And that contempt should fall by little and little.
Keep going.
Verse 2. Wine and women should make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will come impudent.
Now it says wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away.
Yep.
That's why you got to stand on your square with the Most High. It says, he that cleaveth to harlots will become impotent. A lot of people, you know, growing up, as you grow up, like I said, you can have disappointments with the opposite sex and be like, you know what? Bump it. I'm going to just get me a 304. At least I'm going to get me some good box. Or it could be, you know, vice versa. Women can have disappointments with men and be like, well, I know this nigga ain't squat, but at least he's ringing my bell, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse chapter 19, verse 3 of the book of Sirach. Moths and worms should have him to heritage, and a bold man should be taken away.
Now, I mean, the Most High breaks it down with these scriptures. You know, once you get the understanding of them, it's like I always say, the Bible is so real, it's scary, right? Keep going. Matter of fact, Slakia, read verse 5. Read verse 5.
Book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 5. Whosoever take pleasure in wickedness should be condemned, but he that resists his pleasure crowned in his life.
Now, we've seen a lot of controversy in camps and a lot of things going on in the last month or two. It says, he that take pleasure in wickedness, a lot of people, men and women, still take pleasure in wickedness. You know,
That's
so
right.
if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. This is why we're having all of these marital issues, because either the man and woman are both wicked or one of them is wicked. So at the end of the day, like the brother mentioned now in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3, you know, you have to follow the head of Yahushai is Yahweh. The head of Yahweh, you know, the man is under Yahushai and the woman's under the man. You have to have that order. Anything else is a recipe for disaster.
That's right.
Right? So that's why it takes time to prove a friend, you know, because people have trust issues. People have trust issues. People are opportunists, you know, people are manipulators. So that's why you have to take your time before hitting the sack. We all know what it feels like when you're in the sack. Okay, you got one off, I got one off. Now how are we gonna live? Now what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, after you come to your senses, man. You know what I'm saying? Real, like what is it? What is it after that? You know what I'm saying? Now that we did that, what else do we have in common? You know what I'm saying? Real. If people don't get the time out to know nobody, you know what I'm saying? Real. They don't take the time out. That's like you said. You know what I'm saying? You said it's important to court, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Right. Let's go to 2 Timothy's 3rd chapter. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Now, part of it is the time that we're in, because the Most High tells you how people are going to be getting down in these last days, which makes it even more important to have discernment to see if your partner is a demon or not. 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, verse 1.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times, perilous times should come.
Keep
verse
going.
2, for men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Stop. So it says, and men shall be lovers of themselves. Women too. That's why you see chicks with their phone taking selfies. Is it only our women who are obsessed with taking selfies? It says, for men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy. Right? Now, this is where we are. You can't tell me this is where we are. This is 2025. This is exactly where we are. What'd you say?
I said, this is where we are. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Baraki, can you keep reading for me?
Come. Verse 3. Without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
So once again, you have to court. You have to court to see if the person you're interested fits some of these descriptions. Right? Keep going.
Verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
Oh shit, nigga. Salakia. I'm keeping it a buck. Right? Keep going.
You made me forget what I was at, verse 5, right?
Hey.
A form of guidance, but denying the power thereof, for such turn away.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 6, for this sort are they which creep into houses, are led captive, silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts.
So sisters, check your man's spirit. It says check. You don't want to be sisters laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. Check your man out. You know what I'm saying, this is the problem with our people. We so used to smashing, you know. This is the problem. Not you know, you don't care if the man's a demon or not. As long as he's giving you the bag, you don't even care if he whoop your ass. As long as he's giving you the bag. So we have to, and then complain about it, or vice versa. You know that sister was a hoe when you met her. So observe the red flags. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else got anything they want to say?
Yeah, she like it.
I want to say something. Go ahead, yeah. I want to put out that Proverbs 31:10 real quick, right? 10, okay. It says, who could find a virtuous woman, right? So, you know, like we was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying, how these women are messed up, these men are messed up too, and ain't just picking on the sisters. But it says,
right,
a virtuous woman, you know what I mean? Because it's not that many women is out here that's, you know what I'm saying, is maintaining, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, or trying to be a humble woman. Like you said, women are lovers of themselves. They all on TikTok, Facebook, get their ass all out, wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So it said, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above ruby. So when you do find a good woman, you know what I mean? That's to the men that like to dog out good women and make them into evil women. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to make sure you treat that woman good, because her, you know, her she's basically priceless. Her price is rubies. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to keep on. You know, we go day in and day out, going to camp or whatever we do on these lives. You know, we try to, you know what I mean, elevate our people into a better mindset of thinking. You know what I mean? So they can become that virtuous woman, or they can become that righteous brother. You know what I mean? So they can have a good marriage. You know what I mean? But
that's right.
Yeah, that's all I want to say, man. You know, we just gotta, keep doing what we're doing, man. Try to elevate our people so they can come to the next level to be in functional marriage and functional homes instead of dysfunctional homes.
God.
Let me ask you. I want to make a quick statement. Baraki, how long you been married?
20, going on 19 years, but we've been together 20 years.
All
Yep,
praises.
that's right.
All praise to the Most High. This man's
Wow,
been
God.
married 19 years. I know people who've been married haven't even survived a year.
Yeah,
And
right.
themselves innocent. You know,
Yeah,
I know people,
you
maybe
making
2-3
it
years and it's
19
over.
days. 19 days, no longer 19 years. You know what I'm saying? Within the first month, you're going through something with, real with somebody you just met. For real.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have known that man, or you known that woman for like a month. Y'all might have met on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And you talking, everything sound good. You link up with them, then boom. Next thing you know, you tricked into it. You in a trick bag. You feel me? You know?
Come.
You in a trick bag, man.
And like
so all right for that.
Men, stop being thirsty. And I give you Samson as an example. Give me Proverbs 31:3.
God.
Look at Samson. So men they don't want to admit it, but a lot of men get open. It can happen. Don't say a nigga, do not tell me you've never been infatuated or open. Give me Proverbs 31:3.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31:3. You want to bring it out, y'all, Sapwell?
Oh, go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways that which destroy kings.
Right. Do not give your strength unto men. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, she's gonna run you and play you. Ultimately, that's a fact. I want a couple more and I'll yield. I need 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15.
You want to grab it, y'all, Sap, or you want me to grab it?
Oh, I got it right here, King.
Okay.
This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
Yeah. Read that for me.
Love not the world.
Go ahead.
Neither the things that are in the world. If any man loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
It says, love not. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world.
So it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh. Men and women are flesh. Let's just keep it a buck. What's the first attraction? 9 times out of 10, physical. It says all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So the challenge is to have a spiritual attraction instead of a physical attraction. Now that's a hell of a challenge. So once again, it says this is not of the Father, but of the world. So let's do what the Father says so we can change the nation. And with that, I yield.
God. And I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bit off of that, and then we can end it off or whatever. Or somebody else got something they want to say or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? One thing to avoid the now I'm gonna say to the sisters, you know what I'm saying? Cover yourselves up, man. Did they, you know what I'm saying? God gave us a dress code. They gave men a dress code, a women a dress code, and they gave it for a reason, you know what I'm saying, for real. Because when you dress a certain way, A man has no, a man's going to respect you and look at you for how you dress. That's why God gave women a peculiar way to dress, you know what I'm saying, for real? Because as it says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 10, we was reading about that story, you know what I'm saying? It says, and behold, there met him a woman with the entire of a harlot, you know what I'm saying, for real?
Mhm.
So that's what we living in today, where everything is being hyperly sexualized, you know what I'm saying? You got your Cardi B's, your Megan Thee Stallions, you know what I'm saying, for real out here, you know what I'm saying, for real. Everybody want to be on a hot girl summer or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying, you dress like 304s and you act like 304s, but yet you want a man to respect you. So, you know what I'm saying? But God gave the women a dress code and it told the women to adore themselves. Therefore, a man, and it said in modest apparel, therefore the men will respect you. You know what I'm saying, for real? When you carry yourself in a peculiar way, you know what I'm saying, for real, like the Most High commanded, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9 real quick. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
And after you're done with that, King, I got a precept. I kind of want to piggyback off you real quick.
All right, Khan. Yep.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broiled hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Right. So I'm saying, for real, let's talk about the woman that's, you know what I'm saying, for real. It says that to adore themselves in modest apparel, you know what I'm saying? Not with all the, you know what I'm saying, all the, you know what I'm saying, the revealing clothes and everything, because how you expect a man to come at you when he can see everything, man? For how you expect a man to, you know what I'm saying, to even come at you for real? Now, you want to be respected, you know what I'm saying, for real? No, but yet you're not presenting yourself in a respectable manner. You know what I'm saying? So if the book of what the brother just read is that women adore themselves in modest apparel. You know what I'm saying? What you got there, King?
Yeah, King, yeah. Piggyback on what you were saying, man. You totally right? You know what I'm saying? For the sisters, present yourself, you know what I'm saying? Dress right, dress according to the Most High God. Even with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Present yourselves like real brothers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you got to wear your fringes every day. I don't, know about people's job codes, stuff like that. But for the most part, when you out there, you represent, make it look good. But then again, you got to be careful with that too, because you got some sisters and brothers who know how to make it look good, but they out here bogus. So let me can somebody grab Proverbs 31 and 30 for me? Baba Kashaw.
I got you, the book of Proverbs chapter 31
and 30, King to what?
The book of Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
So look, all right. So check this out. It has been some brothers who done got caught up by our sister. Oh yeah, she had the dress on, she had the head wrap, she was making it sound good. Oh yeah. This sister with it, but whole time she ain't even. It's just a look. It's a facade. It's for likes on the internet. So before y'all jump out, crash out just because it looked good on the outside. Give it some time, like the brothers were saying. Court, give it some time. You know what I'm saying? See what she really on. See if she really feel the Most High, the Most High Yahweh, because it's gonna show if she really feel Him. Because if she really feel the Most High Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? She gonna respect her husband. She ain't gonna talk crazy to him. She ain't gonna down him when he need her the most. You know what I'm saying? So brother, just look out for that. I got one more precept, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Can somebody give me 1 Samuel 16 and 7, Baba Kashaw? This for the sisters, Well, I'm gonna let the brother bring it out there and break it down. Baba Kashaw.
That was 1 Samuel 16 and 7.
King. Baba Kashaw.
And it says, but the Most High said unto Samuel, Look Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Most High seeth not as a man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Most High looketh on the heart.
So
Ah,
like that does an example of the Most High telling you, like, yeah, you got some brothers out here make it look good. All they sound mighty. And sometimes a sister might see that and think he really in it to win, and not even knowing this brother is a sloth. This brother ain't really, he ain't even really trying to move in this truth, not even a little bit. He just know how to make it look good. He posts a couple, he get on Facebook a little bit, put some posts. Oh yeah, that brother. Nah, you gotta really, look into that brother's heart, sister. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I pretty much wanted to say, man. Take y'all time, let people prove themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only to you, but first and foremost to the Most High Yahweh.
God.
And
That's
go
right,
from
man.
there.
That's right, man. That's right, man. I hope, who know what I'm saying, whoever listening, who won't listen in the future, you know what I'm saying, for real, I hope they got something from this, you know what I'm saying, for real, you know what I'm saying, and I know we got something from it, because because we all hold ourselves accountable for everything that we do, man, for real. But when it come down to like the sisters and the brothers, man, for real, we got to take this a lot seriously, man, for real, and everything. As we were saying, that's the dysfunction, because we going out of order, you know what I'm saying, for real. I'm just gonna end it with this, and let me get the book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. You know what I'm saying, for real? Because marriage is honorable, man. You know what I'm saying, for real. We know what I'm saying, we know what I'm saying, we have to take that marriage seriously, not tricking females into fake marriages. Talking about now that I had sex with you, now you got to do everything I say. You know what I'm saying? Because I done laid with you. And the women too, man. Because I went to that situation where a woman tried to, I met a woman, a sister, that tried to get me to lay with her. You know what I'm saying, for real? And tried to put me in a marriage, came with paperwork and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying, for real? Come to find out, you know what I'm saying, she was living in her car and was trying to catch a quick come up. So we got to be careful, man. That's why it's important to get to know people, like the brother was saying, prove a friend, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because real marriage is honorable in the sight of the Most High. Let's get that. The book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Right. So go ahead.
But whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh will judge.
Right.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Real marriage is honorable, man. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge, man. You know, with that being said, man, my name is Jeremiah Bunya Howard. You know what I'm saying? This is the Department of Corrections, United in Yahweh, Unity, you know what I'm saying, called Unity Camp, you know what I'm saying, for real. And we bringing out this truth, man. This is Cutting Up Lies with the Truth Code Media, man. And with that, we say, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom and big ass.
Big ass God.
Big ass time.
Big ass time.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat. Everybody have a good Sabbath.